There's something big that's coming, and this may only be just the beginning. Let's get right into today's video. One last thing before I get into today's video, I do want to let you know that President Trump and the White House are both saying that there will be mass firings due to this potential shutdown. There will be mass layoffs. If you could be impacted or one of your family members can be impacted, please let them know. Just get the word out, you guys. I'll try to link the last video to this. Make sure you let them know. Make sure you try to prepare accordingly if you can pick up a few extra things. Now we're going to hop right into today's video. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has ordered an urgent meeting for all top military officials next week. People included in this meeting are top military officials, so think generals and admirals. And there are going to be over 800 of them gathered for this meeting. This meeting will be happening on a military base in Virginia, and it is a Marine Corps base, and it is Quantico. Sources that have insider knowledge are saying that this is highly unusual for a meeting like this to take place. They are not authorized to give further information and details of it because this is, it has sensitive plans in it, sensitive information in it. The military officials that are coming to this meeting will be coming from not only the United States, but they will also be coming from across the globe as well. Now, I do find this interesting. The timing of this is very interesting. You already know that we have a lot happening. We are facing a potential government shutdown. We have the Gaza and Israel conflict going on. We also have the Russia and Ukraine conflict going on. And, there hasn't been a resolution when it comes to those. Speaking of Russia fighter jets were actually intercepted last night, I believe, or the night before by our U.S. bombers and fighter jets as well, right off the coast of Alaska. So that's some food for thought as well. And there have been many interceptions over the last year. There's been quite a few of those as well, military interceptions. So that's just something to keep in mind. We do have a lot going on. Now, of course, there's going to be speculation about what's happening. This can be a mass military layoff. This can be, the start of something bigger. A lot of people had spoke about, going to war in a potential World War III. So again, we don't know what we're looking at. You want to make sure you're prepared as possible. But I do have a little fact for you. It looks like the military was ordered to cut 20% of its 4-star general officers and directed an additional 10% cut from all general flag officers across the force. And this was back in May. The National Guard was also given instructions, and they removed about 20% of their top positions in the National Guard. So keep that in mind. This was back in May. This was orders by, Pete Hegseth back then. Some of the theories for this meeting taking place: group physical fitness tests. I honestly don't think it's that, to pull everybody away, top officials from their bases across the world, for it to be a physical fitness test. I don't really see that being a thing. This could be receiving a briefing on the state of the Defense Department to a mass firing of officers. I can see that happening, but again, why would you need to pull all of them away from their posts and from their bases? I just don't see why you would need to pull all of them away at the same time for, something like that. My personal opinion, and you guys let me know your thoughts on this as well below, I think that we should definitely be alarmed. This is cause for alarm, in my opinion, because for us to pull, or for him wanting to pull all of the top military officials away from their bases across the globe all at one time, it just opens up the door for so many possibilities to happen. And this is public information. So this just gives somebody, evil people out there the opportunity to gather and maybe, start set something off. This gives certain people or certain groups time to gather to do, bad things if they want it to happen. I just don't think it's a great move. I don't think it's the right thing to do. But, I'm only a citizen. What do I know? I'm just a regular part of the population. I don't know what this may be the beginning of. I can honestly say at this point, I hope I'm not overthinking it. I am a tad bit worried about this just because the level of, the urgency that seems to be coming from this. And again, we are looking at this next week, next Tuesday. We have the government shutdown that is pending. There's just so much happening, so much that could happen. It's all the what ifs. I don't know if this information is going to be made public to us at some point, maybe immediately after the meeting or maybe a couple of days after. I don't know. I don't know what this looks like. None of us knows what this looks like, but it is a little, unnerving. I do want you guys to let me know how you feel about this in the comments. Again, we are just involved in so much. There is so much happening. This just could be the beginning of so much. And I just want to encourage you guys and urge you guys, if you have not, please prep. you know, maybe go this weekend and buy a few bags of rice, buy a few bags of beans, and, you know, especially if you eat those things. Sometimes I'm actually at the point, even if you don't eat those, it wouldn't be, you know, a bad idea to pick up a few extra bags if you have it in your budget just for barter items at this point, because, you know, the unknown is just not so far-fetched anymore. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, you guys. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next video.